All right. You killed it. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, you Gary. Well, we are happy to cooperate with the Eorzean Alliance. There are many things that Doma must do alone. Yeah. Well, that's for every nation, right? Alisaie. Yukiri assures me that the task of searching is best left to her comrades. I shall trust to their experience and focus on what I can do. Lyse, pleasure to see you here. Don't worry, Alphina's been through countless trials and come out stronger every time. He'll be back, I'm sure of it. My boy. You still on? That the Alliance would extend an invitation to Doma bespeaks the depth of their concern. Nor are they misguided. If Garlemald has fallen under Ascian control, the threat we face is incalculable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's yeah. Well, I mean, like, the Ascians, you know, they got their shadow looms in every dark corner, so. And the Garlemald is the darkest. Alright, Hien. My advisors and I will presently convene to discuss the matter of Doma's defenses. You're welcome to stay, of course. Xaela? Had you not offered, I would have requested leave to remain. Where the Ascians are concerned, none may be left to chance. As ever, we would benefit from your experience. I thank you for coming, Lyse, even if it was on official business. I'd hoped there might be time to show you the land you helped to save, but I will settle for a fleeting visit if needs must. There never does seem to be enough time for anything, does there? But I did get to see a little of the Enclave. You've made an excellent progress, I must say. And soon you'll have the chance to see how we're getting on too. Till the meeting then. Kelvin, I was wondering if I might have a word with you before I go. In private? Okay. Sure, head tilt. I can do that. Go on, friend. I will send Hakuro and the others in the meantime. Okay. Great. I'll wait for you at the docks. Alright, Lyse, if you want to, sure. Alright, anything else to say, guys, before I leave? Well, we are happy to... Nope, okay, same line. Hien? Go and see what Lyse wants. I promise we won't begin without you. What does Lyse want to talk about, I wonder? I wonder too. Okay. Away we go. But first, to the docks. Alright, Lyse, what is it you want to say? And that also had to be in private, Lyse. Thanks for coming. Knowing you, you've probably guessed what I wanted to talk about. Hey, have I? What do you mean, knowing me? No, I'm completely in the dark here, Lyse. You overestimate me. Alisaie. She's acting as if everything's alright, but it's clear she's barely coping. Yeah, that's why I offered her hugs. The Alisaie I know is overbearing. Like, you could have approached me with anything here, but alright. The Alisaie I know is overbearing, willful, and reckless, and that's fine. It's how she deals with feeling weak. Wow. Wow, Lyse really going on the deep read of Alisaie here. Jesus Christ. Alright, Lyse. She has to keep moving or she's afraid she'll fall apart. Alas. Yeah. She's not always reckless. In fact, I feel like Alifano and Alisaie are always trading places on who's the reckless one and who's not. It's like, alright, on any given day, one of us has to be the responsible one. A lot like me. Oh, damn. Please. But the thing about people like us is that we need someone to keep an eye on us. I had Papalimo, and now I have my friends in the Resistance. And Alisaie has you and the Scions. Alphano. Before you start, I'm not saying you're neglecting her. Isn't neglecting her? Oh, alas. I'm sure you aren't, and I'm sure you won't, but she needs a good friend, and when I see her like this, I can't help worrying. So please, make sure to give her all the support she needs, alright? I'm going back to give her a hug immediately. Leave it to me, you have nothing to worry about, seriously? Say leave it to me. Of course we have stuff to worry about. Our Alisaie, our poor lass. Leave it to me, fist punch, I guess. Don't worry, I'll give her all the fucking support. Thank you, Kelwyn. It goes without saying, but if there's anything I can do, you need only ask. Let's go back right this instant and give her the biggest group hug possible. Well, I'd best be off. See you in Ala Mhigo. See you, Lyse. It's a pleasure seeing you again. Britannia buddies forever. All right, back to Hien. Alisaie, move aside. I've been given specific instructions. Have all my love and support. It's alright, Alisaie. Is everything alright with Lyse? I won't ask for details. I know you'd tell me if it were important. Yeah. It was very important. Hugs. All the hugs. Ah, shoot. Hold on. I wonder if Yugiri has anything else to say. Your return is most timely. We have just apprised those newly arrived of where matters stand. Alright, Hakuro. We all had our suspicions from the start, but a part of me was credulous enough to believe the Empire's promises. Yeah. Never again. The Imperial Court is a nest of vipers, and any peace they offer is laced with poison. Well, I wouldn't say never again, but yeah, definitely be cautious. Don't believe them. Like, there might be decent people within Garlemald, but yeah, currently it does not seem to be the case. Alright, Hien. Ah, there you are, my friend. Everyone has assembled, so let's begin.
If we are to ready ourselves for invasion, we shall need manpower, provisions, and time, all of which are in notably short supply.
As we're discussing here how to best shore up the defenses.
Candid as ever, Yugiri. And correct, I concede. Fortunately, I have an idea. 'Tis plain no single nation can stand against the might of the Empire.
And no single nation. Man, I can't stand this thing, man. It keeps cutting off the sound. So it'll be fine. We have enough charge on it.
And it was only with the aid of others that Doma succeeded in winning her freedom. So, I mean to take a leaf out of our Eorzean friends' book and form an alliance of our own.
Fuck yeah. With whom? Like, they got the Confederacy and they got maybe the Koshin. You also led the Steppe, perhaps. But the Garleans didn't bother the Steppe, so you'd have to be pretty convincing. Though currently they are ruled, like, in the dam, they're ruled, since the mole won the dam, they could try to convince the mole.
In addition to those with whom we already share an understanding, I would reach out to Hingashi and Suinosato, and further afield to the myriad peoples of Nangsha and Dalmasca.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Hingashi, mayhaps they could agree to this. Suinosato, unlikely. This is the kingdom under the sea, but we have spoken with the Ruby Princess, so maybe, but I doubt they'd be willing to break their long isolation. But maybe we could at least work with them in some way. There's the myriad people of Nangsha and Dalmasca. Fuck yeah, I would help with that. Nangsha and Dalmasca, let's go.
I am under no illusion. Not all will answer the call. Yet disparate though we may be, we are united in our desire for freedom.
Heck yeah. Though Hingashi hasn't felt the presence of Garlemald yet. Like, their threat loomed on the horizon, and they have an embassy there, but...
If our neighbors could be made to see what is at stake, Ascian machinations and all, cooperation need not be so far-fetched a notion.
Yeah, well, we can speak of this Ascian threat, but I don't think a lot of people actually know of it. They're such a secret, shadowy organization, and it'd just be like, yeah, they're these shadowy frigs that are pulling strings in the background. Like, we don't got any proof of that.
It may even seem practical. Under the guidance of our former leader, Master Louis Soir, we once strove to unite the fractious city-states of Eorzea. I dare say that experience shall be of use in your endeavor.
Oh, your skull is on board.
We should be glad of your wisdom.
For the record, I would have been in favor of this plan even if it hadn't been my grandfather's, but I have to ask, how will we secure the time to carry it out? Not that anyone has forgotten, but the Garleans have airships. Lots and lots of airships. Should they catch wind of our plan, they could send an armada to overwhelm us before our alliance had even begun to take shape.
Well, we can do it secretly.
Not if we deny them access to the skies.
Oh? You have an idea for anti-air?
During our time in the burn, the Warrior of Light and I chanced upon some Allagan ruins.
That we did.
Oh?
As such ruins go, they were not particularly unusual. But something about the surrounding land struck me as odd. Faint though it was, its ethereal residue was uncannily similar to that of Azizla. Identical, in fact.
Oh, Azizla. Okay.
For locations so far removed to share a single etheric signature is all but impossible. I conclude, therefore, that the Allagans created the floating continent with land taken from the burn.
Ooh, okay.
While that is a most intriguing theory, I fail to see what relevance it has to Doma's defense.
Let her speak, you Giri. Let her speak, alright? Take a second, she's getting there.
Azizla was enclosed in a powerful energy barrier, impenetrable even to an Agrias-class battleship.
That's what I thought maybe she was
It
getting.
occurred to me that those ruins may have enjoyed similar protection. I have no proof, but the Warrior of Light did report seeing a structure resembling other known Allagan field generators.
I apparently made this report. Yeah, okay. nod.
All right. But even if we could put up such an energy barrier, it surely wouldn't extend beyond the limits of the burn. So what's to stop the Garleans flying around it?
Fuel. The Dalmascan capital, Rabanasta, was a key imperial refueling point in the east. By laying waste to it as a lesson to the rest, the Empire greatly hindered its own operations in the region.
Okay.
If
They
an
don't have a
Imperial
refueling
fleet were to
station?
advance upon Doma, it would now have little choice but to travel, as the crow flies, over the burn.
Okay, so they're saying if it were to come to Doma, since they don't have a refueling station anymore, and we can help our friends in Dalmasca further deny that, since they've already destroyed the thing anyway to stop them from rebuilding, then they wouldn't have the fuel to even get here. Unless they found better ways to store more fuel in their ships. Okay.
I see.
A word of caution. Even assuming the generator still functions, raising a barrier of such a scale will require a prodigious amount of energy. And few places are so bereft of suitable crystals as the burn.
Hmm.
A source of energy. Tell me, did the Allagans make a habit of launching things into the sky?
Yes! Did we tell you about the lesser moon Garlemald?
A curious question. Besides Az's Law, I know of only one other notable instance. The Red Moon Garlemald, whose fall triggered the calamity.
Just the 2 occasions, you say? Then I believe I may have a solution to our energy problem.
Oh?
You do?
Yeah, you do?
I may. To find out for sure, we would need to visit the Azim Steppes. Which would, I now see, present the perfect opportunity to discuss an alliance with the Xaela tribes. How very neat. What say you then? Shall we see whither this road leads?
Nod. Let's see whither this road leads. Alright, Shadows in the Empire, complete. Alright. I think this is a good enough place to stop for the main story quest. It seems like it's going to be leading to a lot more, a little bit of a turning point in direction here for forming this alliance in Doma, or at least erecting this barrier, etc. So yeah, we'll leave this here for now. For next time. But before I end stream, let's go out to the... Let's go to the Saltery. Let's go with this, see where this little side quest leads. We were gonna go out there and then I think we got teleported away. So yeah, let's see where this, this little side quest leads. Yeah, we got sent out here to see the progress that's being made on the Saltery. So apparently Thancred was overseeing the rebuilding here. Looks like they got, you know, some people. Remade some of the buildings. Alright, Whitskar. Whitskar's here as well. Oh, what is this guy? Umber Torrent. Good name, good name. Everything's moving much faster with the help of those cranes. It's like they say, give a man a winch and he'll eat for the rest of his... Wait, I can be wrong. Okay. So they got like these cranes here to help lift up like salts and stuff like that from the locks. Cool beans, cool beans. We also have Watt here, the grandfather. I forget what voice we sell for this guy. Ah, your young Whiskar's friend. Welcome. Has my grandson finished showing you around the sights of the newborn Saltery? Nope, not yet. Alright, Whiskar, we're here to see the progress. Oh, we might need to move those cranes a bit to the... Oh, Kelwyn, you came. Our trader spied you in Ralger's Reach, did he? He did. As you can see, the Saltery's restoration is coming along nicely. Can I have a closer look at what we've accomplished so far? You should witness the success you've helped achieve, and I promise I won't take too much of your time. And no problem, give me a tour, Whiskar. Can you believe it? Our partners in the East Aldenard Trading Company have been busy promoting our produce, and it's brought all these merchants and chefs with coin to spend. So yeah, a couple of traveling merchants here, yeah. And I guess these guys also, the guys with the chocobos. There's one Makote lass, a culinarian from Linza. Is that where the Culinarian Guild is? I think it might be. She said she was, a culinarian from Linza, she said she was. She ordered a whole wagon full of salt to be shipped back across the sea. Nice. Thanks to Lord Lolorito's connections, we have folk in place to transport huge orders damn near anywhere, and our profits have been soaring. Right, let's over to the heart of the operation, shall we? I'm glad that's been working out. Well, Lolorito's also been seeing his coin, I guess. Alright, Whiskar? As I understand it, masses of salt crystal build up in the shallows of the locks. We rake it all together into these little hills you see here and let it bake in the sun for a few days. Once it's good and dried out, off to the factory it goes. That's where any unwanted rubbish is sieved out and we end up with pure Saltery salt. The brothers and sisters who've returned to us have taken to work with a passion. Though they fled into Thanland so long ago, their love for their homeland still burns bright. And my job is to make a certain no lock-dwelling beast ruin. And my job is to make certain. My job is to make certain no lock-dwelling beast ruins what we've reclaimed together. I patrol the shores every day and put the advice you gave me to good use. I'm glad. In fact, I could use more monster-slaying wisdom if you've any to share. It's the bloody Soblins, you see. Yeah, we didn't get to the Soblins. Their numbers have been on the rise as of late, and getting a blade through their ore-bound hides is a chore to say the least. Any pointers on how to deal with them? Oh, off the bat, the eyes, go for the eyes. Hit them as hard as you can, of course. Really hard. We could have always given him these advice. Ah, yes, the classic advice. The eyes, go for the eyes. I mean, we didn't get this moment of looking at the Soblins like we did before. Yeah, we'll go with the first one. We faced Soblins before. The eyes, you say. That seems a bit tricky, but they certainly are exposed compared to the rest of it. I'll give it a shot. Well, I think you've seen all the changes around here. It's time we went to speak with Granddad. Maybe the advice that time really was to just hit them really hard. But to my memory, they do have very large exposed eyes. Alright, Whiskar? You remember what? My grandfather. He's been waiting to speak with you. Alright. I'll be with you in a moment, youngin'. Just let me finish up here. Look at this. Exciting, active trading in progress. Welcome, welcome. As you can see, the Saltery is back in business. We've even got the daughter of an Ul'dah merchant house come to inspect our operation. Speaking of the lass. Nemo. We have observed the methods of your salt production, Master Watt, and I must say the process is quite fascinating. Oh shit. Your Grace? No, let's not give away. Lady Lilira! Let's not give her away. Yes, 'tis I, Lilira. What strange coincidence that our paths should cross in this unlikely place. Oh, you know each other then. I suppose an adventurer meets all sorts of folks. Yep. Charging from one end of the realm to the other. Yep, we've met before in Ul'dah, wink. Yes, well, Master Watt, I must compliment you on your salted fish. The dish we sampled was exquisite. Thank you, miss. The Saltery was once famous not only for its salt, but also the goods we seasoned with its produce. We hope you might take a reminder of that taste back to the people of Ul'dah. Yes, I will certainly discuss the potential for bringing such wares to the market with our partners. And whilst we're on the subject of partners, Master Watt, I understand you run the Saltery with the assistance of East Aldenard Trading Company. Are the profits of your joint venture being properly apportioned? Yeah, why are you asking about this random Ul'dah merchant? I'm not sure I follow, miss. I believe Mistress Lilira wishes to know whether or not the East Aldenard Trading Company is claiming an unfair share of the coin. Well, we had a bright young man named Alphino draft us a watertight contract to avoid that sort of problem. Do you know any reason we should worry? Nay, my good man, no reason. Carry on as you were. Just making sure you know East Aldenard Trading Company. Haha. Babashan's just like... Pray, continue these fine efforts to support your countrymen's return and restore the glory of Ala Mhigo. Yes, miss, I will. Wink. Nice job, the Nemo. She's a bit full of herself, wasn't she? The way she spoke, you'd think she was bloody royalty or something. She's just used to it, lad. Don't mind. Smile. That's our last. Seeing as our young heroes come to visit, what say we gather everyone to mark the occasion? Nah, it's fine. You guys don't have to gather everyone. The battle with the Empire took its toll and left our Saltery in ruins. We have to squat in the rubble of our livelihood. Look now, our king returned to us from Ul'dah, and our village is alive again with peddlers and traders. It can only grow from here. We had neither the coin nor the might to remake our home, and to you and the Sultana took our cause as your own. For that we are truly thankful. I'm glad we could help and it all worked out. We've rebuilt what was needed to get things running high, but war's talons gouged deep. Many buildings still lie broken, and it'll take time to put it all back the way it was. But we won't let your boon go to waste. Day by day, we'll keep adding to this foundation you've laid and bring lasting prosperity for all of Ala Mhigo. Alright, we're getting Ala Mhigan salt crystals. The pinkish crystals grow naturally on the shores of Loch Seld. Stewed river bream. So some food from the Saltery. Sure, we'll take the stewed river bream. Or these aren't necessarily food from the Saltery. Alright. A fortune in salt. Complete. Alright, I guess that was just a little update on what was happening with the Saltery. Okay. What? Anything else to say? With production back on track, the Saltery is bustling in a way I've not seen in years. You've given us the tools to build a future for ourselves as well as for Ala Mhigo. Alright. Whiskar? It's all coming together. With the return of our brothers and sisters, we've workers to spare. Not that I'm shirking my patrol duties, you understand. God, okay. Ah, damn, this headset drives me nuts. I think I really need to replace the charger cable. It's having issues. But yeah, okay, now that little side quest is done, continuing on the path of the post-main story Stormblood campaign, going out with Hien to help start the foundations of his alliance by apparently going to the steps to apparently find this mysterious energy source that he wants to try to erect this potential Allagan barrier in the burn to impede the any aerial retaliation by the Empire. So we're going out to the steps. Hien also says this is a good chance to talk to the clans to see if they can enlist their aid as well, set up a more permanent alliance. So yeah, that's what's happening right now. Let me just talk to everybody again just to make sure. Hakuro? We have fought long and sacrificed much to claim our freedom. I will die before I allow the Empire to take it from us again. Oh, we look over to this guy who's also just like, nod. Yes, nod. I was wondering why we got caught in that further. We couldn't. I tried to move my character away, and it was just like, nope, something's still happening. It was this guy just nodding. Yugiri. The reigning Ruby Princess is more receptive to outside world than her predecessor. She is! I'm glad they mentioned the Ruby Princess here. We talked to the Ruby Princess. We helped her. It was as part of the side questing in Suino Sato. A big quest line with the Ruby Princess. The reigning Ruby Princess is more receptive to the outside world than her predecessor, it is true, but what we offer is an invitation to war. Though I will plead our case, I fear we can expect little of Suino Sato. Yeah, maybe, don't try that, but like maybe try maybe some trade. You know, that could maybe be a little bit helpful. You know, help supply Doma a little bit, or gain some things for Doma. Like, they might be amenable to that. Small steps with that place, small steps. Even just trading more with outsiders would be a big step for Suino Sato, which has been completely isolationist. Alisaie? The Azim Steppe. I always wanted to see it. Alisaie is still so worried about Alphino. At least pull us aside while she was here, and she's just like, hey, Callum. Look out for Alisaie, will you? She puts up a big front, but she needs someone to look out for her, so it's not like you're neglecting her or anything, but, you know, keep an eye out for her. I'm like, okay, Lyse, will do. So we are keeping an eye on Alisaie. We are keeping an eye on her. You still there? In the field of aetheriology, the Azim Steppes remains unbroken ground. Having missed your last expedition through injury, I mean to seize this opportunity with both hands. Okay, so in the field of ether, we don't know anything about the ether readings of the Azim Steppes. Interesting. You still very scientific. I like this. Yes, let's go magically study the Azim Steppes. Also, yeah, we are running with a completely different squad to the Steppes now. Hien's been to the Steppes. Yukiri sort of like was in the beginning of the Steppes with us. But before we went with Gosetsu and Lyse. So yeah, you still and Alisaie, you're gonna be completely new to the Steppes here. All right, Hien. A power in slumber. Hien is eager to set out for the Azim Steppes. It is so then. I will journey to the Azim Steppes with the Scions. Yugiri and Hakuro, I leave our other neighbors to you. Okay, so they're maybe going to go... Yeah, Yugiri said she'll speak to Suino Sato. I don't know about Hakuro. My apologies, but I won't be joining you. What? Alisaie, I was told to specifically watch over you. I'm no aetherologist, and what skills I do possess are unlikely to be of any great use to the mission. But more importantly, it seems to me that the ruins in the burn warrant intention. But the burn is a dangerous place, Alisaie. The buddy system! The buddy system! Take someone with you. Alright, Hien, you and Y'shtola got the Azim Steppes. I'm going with Alisaie. I'm going with Alisaie. And so, while you are away securing an energy source, I will engage our friends at Garland Ironworks to undertake... Okay. Okay, she's getting Sid and Ko to go with her. Okay, good. I'll engage our friends at the Garland Ironworks to undertake a complete overhaul of field generators. We'll need them in good working order if our plan is to succeed. I trust there are no objections. No, that's never mind. That's a good plan, Alisaie. If you're gonna go out there by yourself, I would have objected, but no. It's a good plan, good plan. Have care in the burn? Come on, Alisaie. Could you not get Taro to do it? I think she wants to go to the burn. I was told to look out for her, though. I'm not gonna say, couldn't you get Taro to do it? To go to the burn? But she goes off by her own. I was told to take care of her. My girl. I can't, but I don't want to be like, oh, couldn't you just get Taro to do it, Alisaie? I don't want to be like that. Hold on. We'll need them in good work. She wants to go out to the burn, but I don't know if she'll... She wants to be doing something. She doesn't think she's going to be doing a lot. But we were told to watch out for her. It's like, have care in the burn. Have care in the burn. Be careful, Alisaie. Oh my god, I was told to watch out for her. And we're just being like, okay, see you later. But I don't like this line, so have care in the burn, Alisaie. Have care on the step. From what I hear, the Xaela like fighting with friends almost as much as foes. Good luck. Alisaie. I'm just like, wave goodbye then, I guess. Oh, my child. No. Just the three of us then. Very well. Shall we make it first for a reunion? Shit, maybe I should have done the other dialogue. I don't think it would have mattered in the end. She still would have probably gone out there, but I don't want to be like, yeah, just put this all in Tataru. Alright, never mind. It's just Y'shtola then. Who's gonna be new to the Steppes. Alisaie. I was told to watch out for her. I'm already failing in my job of watching out for her. Alright. To reunion. I was gonna be like, alright, watch over Alisaie. Okay, watching over Alisaie. Alright, we're watching over Alisaie, but no, she's already gone. Alright, we're at the gates. Alright, Hien. It's a fine feeling to be back. Were it not for our mission, I would like nothing more than lie in the grass and watch the clouds float by. It is very cloudy right now. But yeah, the steppes is... It's a nice place. It's a nice place. Istola? So this is the Azim Steppe. The tales do not do it justice. If you think the view is impressive here, wait until we reach higher ground. Actually, seeing as it's your first visit, permit me to show you my favorite spot. Oh, we're going up to the hill? This hill? Oh, cutscene, cutscene, cutscene. They've taken away the clouds for this. Clouds, be gone.
I will never tire of this vista. The endless fields, the boundless skies. 'Tis a sight to make a man forget his cares.
The endless fields, the boundless skies. Mm-hmm.
But not his purpose, I trust.
Your show's just like, all right, yes, it's probably a great view, but come on now.
Might this be a fitting moment to tell us what we are doing here?
Yeah, did he not elaborate on the way? Hien is just like, mysteriously, I might know an energy source. In the steppes, mysteriously.
Of course. During my time with the mole, I learned some few myths of this land. One goes thus.
Ooh, myths. Story time, story time.
In the distant past, when all seemed doomed, a wayfaring soul came unto the steppe. Venturing into the northern crag, he received of Nama a sliver of her essence, a shard of the shining moon, and with it clove the tainted land from the earth.
In the distant past, when all seemed doomed, a wayfaring soul came onto the steppe. And with it clove the tainted land from the earth? What does it mean?
The end thus averted. To these fields did the wayfaring soul return, and venturing once more into the northern crag, he buried the shard, and made unto the heavens an offering of blood.
Okay. Very unspecific
a tainted
thread.
land cloven from the earth, and an offering of blood to the heavens. Azizla and Dalamud.
That's a stretch, you sure, but alright. Alright, that could literally mean anything. When he said an offering blood to the heavens, I assumed he meant like as repentance or whatever, he like gave him his own blood. You know, as a sign of like pious worship to the gods. This is a bit... Now, when they said land cloven from the earth, they raised it or whatever, I was just like, maybe Azizla. But, like, also Dalamud?
That was my thinking, yes.
Okay, you guys are of the same mind. I wouldn't have gotten the same thing. I mean, myths can be very vague. I mean, okay. Sure. Still a bit of a stretch, but
And you believe
right,
that yonder
could be.
mountains hide an artifact possessed of sufficient power to raise Azizla up to the heavens? I suppose that might suffice.
If the story is true, but wow, are we riding on a very vague myth here?
Worth a closer look, would you say?
We did see something that was very, like, Allagan-esque in the mountains, though, so...
I would.
Alright, squad roll out, I guess. I should have gone with Alisaie to the burn. I know that's not actually an option, but that's where we should have gone. Xaela? An intriguing myth, though I wonder how Nama came to be woven into it. An Allagan hand, perhaps. This is why I said the myth doesn't really make sense, so... in terms of, like, the Allagans in any capacity, but who's to say? Hien? From here we shall travel to Molilo. There we may ask Serena about the particulars of the myth and raise the matter of an alliance with the rulers of the steppe. Now, well, technically, since the mole won the last Nadam via us, they are the rulers of the steppe. They're the highest in the hierarchy for the time being until another Nadam happens, but I'm not entirely sure how often those happen. I imagine probably like years, maybe, at least time. A period of time. Oh, right, I forgot we can fly. I've been so used to walking through this zone that I was just like, ah, yes, right, flight. We only did a little bit of a, there was only like a couple side quests that we did in this zone after we unlocked flying. And it was basically just like, hey, fly around the zone a little bit and unlock the map via these side quests, and that's about it. Alright, into the main tent, Hello again, Cyrna. Hello again, Cryptic Grandma. Emmeline.
Strange. Amidst the radiance of your being, I sense a shadow. I pray it is but my imagination.
Cryptic Grandma has new cryptic line. What does it mean? She senses a shadow. Ooh, mysterious. Foreboding. Are you still up? So that is Cyrna. Lyse told me something of the woman, but I did not think that we would ever have the occasion to meet. Hien? Tell me, do you notice anything different about the mole? How they carry themselves? That, my friend, is pride. I do believe their victory in the Nadam meant more to them than I realized. Oh, good. Yeah, because Cyrna, you know, when we first talked to Cyrna about, you know, participating in the dam, she was just like, no, you can't side with the mole, Hien. It's pointless. We're hopeless. Like, we'll never win the Nadam. And it's just like, okay, yeah, I understand you guys aren't warriors and stuff like that, but, like, you know, like, go into it with a bit of confidence. Like, you don't have to be necessarily like, for sure we're gonna win, but she's just like, no, it's all hopeless. We'll never do it. It'll never happen. Ever, ever. And I'm just like, okay. All right. So they have a little bit of spine to them maybe now. Maybe they don't feel as hopeless. Hey, Cyrna. Hien, Kelwyn, I'm glad of your visit. The opportunity to welcome a new friend, and the opportunity to welcome a new friend. How may we serve you? There's a matter I would discuss with the mole. It concerns not only the peoples of the steppe, but of every land in the Far East. An alliance. A shard of the shining moon left behind by a wayfaring soul. And you need this to protect our lands. Well, I mean, the Empire never really showed an interest in the steppes, so to protect Doma and other lands, yes, but I don't know necessarily the steppes, but yes. I do. My friends and I wish to find the shard and ascertain the extent of its power. Will you tell me more of the place where it lies buried, this northern crag? If that is your wish, in the mountains to the north there is a cavern called the House of the Crooked Coin. Inside this cavern are pillars of stone that legend holds to be the source of Nama's power. There, I believe, you will find what you seek. Ah, yes, I know the place. 'Tis a brisk walk from here. And what are your thoughts on an alliance? Should the Empire return, our lands will be engulfed in a storm of conflict, whether we will it or no. Mayhaps. If we do not stand together, we will fall apart.
This I believe with all my heart. However,
considering the Empire, when they took over Doma, had no interest in the Steppes, I mean, it'd be hard to convince the people here that the Empire would be a threat to them. Because they might just, you know, not care about them again. This is a harsh land where, you know, like, these people survive, but they're made of hardier stuff than maybe the Garleans. The Garleans maybe don't see any value in it.
however, among the tribes of the steppe, there are those who revere Nama above all else. To them, the pillars are sacred and not to be disturbed. Should you proceed as you propose, such tribes are like to spurn an alliance, prompting others to follow their example. That is my concern. But it is by no means certain that the pillars will provide the power you seek. Ere you risk the ire of the followers of Nama, might you not visit the house of the crooked coin? If all is as you hope, you may then consider how best to earn their blessing. I thank you for your counsel. We will do as you suggest. I have no desire to give offense to those with whom I would join hands. Thank you for your understanding. Though the mole may reign over the steppe today, this decision will shape the days to come, and we would not force others into war against their will.
That's good. Nor we. 100-fold stronger are they who choose to fight of their own accord. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Indeed, Hien. Indeed. Serious nod. Right, Cyrna, anything else to say?
In a place such as the steppe, where myriad tribes exist side by side, it is important to respect each other's ways, and it would be wise indeed to respect the beliefs of those who would gladly render up body and soul to the Dusk Mother.
Hey, Boucher, anything else to say? Han? Hagan? Han?
Know you will always be of the mole, wherever you go. Ours is the soil.
Okay. I don't know how to pronounce the words all the time. Okay, now this is same line, Hien.
Cyrna is quite right. Before we seek permission to use the pillars, we should determine if they are suitable for our purposes.
Alright, Y'shtola, the will of the moon. Y'shtola's ready to put her skills to use.
It seems the time has come to put my skills to use. Pray, lead the way to the house of the crooked coin.
Alright, let's go. To the mountains. There's that guy just came in, ran around a little bit, walked out. Alright, to the mountains. Okie dokie. It was very pink birds here. Okay, here it is. Yeah, here it is. See, I looked at this. I saw this before, and I looked at this, and I was just like, Allagans. I was just like, Allagans, for sure. But we learned in the side questing, like, people do revere this as a very holy place, and like there was one person in the side quest that came here, to basically like offer himself to the Dusk Mother or whatever, like tossed himself down, like suicide or something like that. Forget the exact reason. I think it was a girl of the Dorthal clan, I think? I'm not sure. It was a while ago. But yeah. Alright, Hien?
Well, it certainly looks powerful, but powerful enough.
That you'll have to ask the expert. Alright, Y'shtola, what does your ether senses detect? Certainly got the glow.
an abundance of ether.
Are we in luck?
We are. This is an Allagan artifact, most likely built to regulate the flow of ether.
Truly. Let's go.
I strongly suspect the ancients used it to stem the flow from here to the burn. That would explain how they were able to untether what became Azis La from its surroundings.
To stem the flow from here to the burn. Okay. I'm not entirely sure about the ether of magical lore to understand why they would need to do that, but okay. Untether it ether magically.
But were we to throw open the floodgates, the resultant deluge would surely be sufficient to raise our wall. And in restoring the flow, we may also restore life to the wasteland.
So there's been a stopper on either flow to the frickin' that place for this long? I wonder. Maybe Ascians also had a hand in this? I know it's Allagans, but also Ascians, both. Because, you know, the Ascians have been fostering conflict, especially in regards to the primals, and it's said, apparently, that when the first emperor of Garlemald witnessed the burn, he saw the devastation of the land and was just like, oh yeah, fuck primals, and that began the crusade against primals. So, you know, if maybe they kept the ether from going to the place or whatever, specifically to keep that land a wasteland for that purpose, who knows? We don't know that. Speculation. Speculation. Obviously, the Allagans, if this has been in place for that long, I mean, the land there must have still been receiving, like, I don't know how recently all this primal summoning drained the land of the ether or whatever, but it most assuredly was probably after the Allagans did this, so maybe it's just why the land hasn't recovered yet. Because they could be getting more ether, but they're not. Like, this is probably just like, I don't know, on an ether ley line or something. And it's just stemming at like a major flow. I don't fucking know. What's wrong, Y'shtola?
What is it?
While the device itself harbors a surfeit of ether, the opposite is true of the surrounding area.
You think it's yoinking it?
An effect of regulation, perhaps. A similar phenomenon seemed to be occurring in Doma.
What do you mean? Sure, let's not mess with Allagan technology if we don't know the full extent of what it does. No, don't shake your head and dismiss it. This
Whatever
is
the
bad news.
explanation, the answer will not reveal itself here. We have seen what we needed to see. Let us return to Mol Ilo.
Okay, mysterious. Allagan technology. Alright. Back to Molilo.